What is up, chocolatiers? Welcome back to another review today. I had to stand up for this one. I just finished The Penguin. I was getting ready for bed and it hit me. I was like, oh shit, it's Penguin night, okay? Hour 18, I think hour 20-minute episode, and they finished it. So this is my review covering the whole season. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you, and let's go on with it. So, The Penguin, as most fans know, unless you're on Twitter for some reason, I got on there right after the episode ended, seeing people's reactions, and Colin Farrell and they were talking about, like, yeah, we might do like a season 2, talking about it, and like literally I saw 2 or 3 people in the comments arguing, going, oh, this is why I don't watch these new shows. It's gonna be 2026 till we see something else. And I'm like, the Batman Part 2, like, the show's over. It's a limited series. Now, they might make a season 2, but if they do, it'll be continuing on from, like, Batman 2. Like, as far as a whole, this show is done. And I was like, I don't know, maybe it's just, maybe I'm too mainstream or some shit. But anyways, so, you know, this show takes place after the flooding that happened in Gotham, and it's basically Penguin's rise to power that we've always wanted to see, that we've seen in, like, you know, like little hints in there, like comic books, Arkham games, stuff like that. But this is like our live action seeing of that. And, you know, you have the war with the Maronis, the Falcons, stuff like that going on in the backdrop. And Sophia Falcone comes into play after the death of her brother caused by the Penguin, which at the time of episode 1, she kind of thinks she might have done, but she doesn't know for sure. And, you know, after her father's death in Batman Part 1, you know, she's kind of on the rise of these ranks. She's kind of the leader of her family in a way, and she's trying to not only become the full leader and take over and stuff like that, but she's trying to find out who killed her brother, the one person that really truly loved her. So you've got a whole lot of stuff going on. And the part that I love the most was my favorite character, Vic. Vic is a black male, much like myself. No, I'm just playing. No, he is black though. I'm not joking about that. But Vic is kind of like, you know, down in the dumps, like street kid, like, you know, stealing goods, whatever it's that, because his family gets killed by the flood that happens at the end of Batman Part 1, and he ends up getting captured by the Penguin, who almost kills him, and he ends up brokering a deal with Penguin, and they end up working together, and rest is history. And so this show just does such a good job with character development, much like Batman Part 1. It feels very reminiscent of that, and that is something that I want to compliment this show of, because, you know, most of the MCU shows, you know, even though I don't hate all of them, like, for example, I reviewed Agatha all along, you guys should check that out on the channel. Even though a lot of people hated it going into it, it ended up being enjoyable, but at the same time, you have so many different characters, so many different mythos in these type of shows and stuff, that every show feels different. And in ways, like WandaVision or something, it feels really good, or Loki. But in so many ways, it doesn't feel concise for something that's MCU related, right? And so for this, Gotham feels just as dirty and grimy as it did in the Batman Part 1. If in many ways, it feels even more so, okay? And I think that's why I really loved this show, just because on an artistic cinematography standpoint, stuff like that, you know, the shots are really beautiful. I would say my only complaint with that is that for some weird reason, like, I think it's episode 1 or 2, there is like a car chase scene, and it looks really fucking bad. Like, the CGI is like really shitty. But outside of that, they must have fixed it. I don't know if this was like a proof of pilot type deal, and it was like, hey guys, look. And like, I don't know if they just didn't fix it, but like, outside of that, and even then, it looked kind of shitty. I didn't say it looked shitty. It just was like, oh, it's a little, it still wasn't bad. It's still really good. And this show just pretty much just burst through its ceilings around episode 3 or 4, revealing stuff about Sophia, reviewing other things that we didn't know about certain characters. And for example, like Jeremy Strong, I think it's the actor's playing him. He comes in playing, you know, the leader of the Falcons. I'm blanking on his fucking first name. But his character is so much deeper, so much darker than we already thought, which he was already dark as hell in Batman Part 1, and he's played by a different character. The actor that played him didn't want to come back because he was like, hey, can't do this, women violence. I was like, you're a fucking villain. I was like, okay, this is a TV show, okay? But he got some personal shit going on. He couldn't come back, and I was like, damn. I did hate that, though, because, like, I'm telling you, like, this lore shit's throwing me off, because I was like, damn, they pulling that Iron Man 1 and 2, bro. Don Cheadle got thrown up in here. But if we're being honest, I feel like for the better, I mean to say, because I pulled a Vic right there. But I was just saying, you know, I feel like he has more of a presence. He feels more evil. And I don't know if that's because the actor that's playing him is just, you know, better, that type of stuff. But I feel like he portrayed him in a better way. Like, I liked him a lot better than the Batman Part 1 actor who was playing him. But like I said, I would have liked to see the same guy do it just for continuity shit. But that's not a complaint, though. That's not a complaint at all. Homeboy missed out on being in a potential Emmy-nominated show, because I don't know if they do. This is just some bullshit saying, oh, superheroes. Nah, dude, this show is fucking goated. I will say, out of all the HBO shows I've watched this year, this is probably definitely one of the best, if not the best. We still have that Dune show coming out. Like, is that Sunday? That is. Very excited. And so, you know, we've got some stuff here and there, like next year, like we got White Lotus and that, but like as far as this year goes, I feel like this will probably be the staple. And even like that, Dune Part 2 is my favorite movie of this year, and I'm a Dune fanboy, but I really don't see that show, I don't see it being as good as Penguin. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I want both to be fucking masterpieces, but this show just does so much, especially like diving into Penguin. And this is what I want to do ending the review, just talking about how Penguin as a character, how they write this show in a way where every time they show him doing something evil, I'm sure there's going to be some of you guys in the comments being like, he was evil the whole time. I fucking hated him the whole time. I get it. But Colin Farrell plays him in such a way that, like, for example, going into a little bit of light spoilers for like the middle of the season, he actually sets two people on fire. I won't tell you who, just in case you haven't seen it. But when he does, he's like smiling, he's vindictive, like, you know, he's a narcissist, he's fucking psychotic, he's crazy. But when he did that, I'm like still on his team. I was like, yeah, fuck these guys. Yeah, fuck these guys. You know, that's what I was like. I was like, oh yeah, get on Penguin, burn him, motherfucker. Like, I was like, I feel like I was a villain with him, okay? I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, you know, like, for example, like later on in the season, somebody kills somebody basically for the first time, and like, while they're bleeding out, I was like, yeah, baby. Like, dude, I'm telling you, it started turning me into a fucking villain. But there's a few scenes. There's one thing, I believe it's episode 6 or 7, that we learn about Penguin that started making me go, damn, I'm still with you, homie, but fuck. And then the final episode, nail in the fucking coffin. I said, Batman, beat that motherfucker up. Beat that motherfucker up. Don't even fucking let him catch his fucking breath. Break all his fucking ribs. Fucking bust his lung. Pull his fucking lungs out of his fucking... Pull him out. Beat his fucking ass. This motherfucker is a good villain. Because I went from going, he's funny. He said, la, you know, whatever, fucking Batman Part 1. He said, it's a fucking rat with wings. You know, when he saw that shit, I was like, that's funny. He went in this show, I was like, you know, he's kind of a piece of shit, but like, that's my piece of shit. And then the end of this show, I'm like, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. I wouldn't even give him tissue to wipe his ass with. Fuck that guy. Piece of dog shit. I kept saying, like, when I kept seeing this shit in interviews, they're like, yeah, you're gonna fucking hate him. I said, okay. Fucking love villains. I don't care what they fucking do. Could be the most dog shit, craziest thing ever. I'm sitting there going, it's my boy. You good actor, good. Nah, bro. Penguin did some unforgivable shit in the final fucking episode. He's out of here. He's fucking out of here. Somebody get his ass. Jump that motherfucker. Anyways, this show brought so much passion to me week to week. It's been so long something like this with a TV show. I would say the last time, ironically, is another DC show, is Flash Season 1. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. But Season 1, say what you want to say, is kind of goated. Okay, I remember every single fucking day, or every week, my bad, every Tuesday at 7, I was like, oh yeah. Get him, Barry, run, baby. I was like, run, Barry, run. I was over there with Iris. I was like, yeah, get him, girl. Run, Barry. Oh, yeah. I was in that shit sitting on the edge of my bed. I was so fucking hyped. And our show ain't had that effect, except for Penguin. Every fucking Sunday. Like I said, I was getting ready for bed. I said, fuck, sleep. Then I give a fuck that I got 3 hours in the last 2 goddamn days. I know you can probably tell. I know you can. I said, fuck that shit. I said, it's fucking Penguin time. I got the fuck up too quick. Got on that damn TV. I said, but anyways, gonna give this show a fucking 10 out of 10. I don't give a fuck, full biased. It's getting the same score that Batman Part 1 got. These movies are not movies. You can call this one a long movie, I guess, if you want to. 10 out of 10. And a Mr. Chalk Seal approval. They are fucking goated. If you have not started The Penguin, if you've not started The Batman, because I've noticed some people out there that ain't seen the shit, fucking do it now. Perfect time to get into it. It'll give you like a little break too, especially if you think it's too much to condense, because this 8 episodes are about an hour a piece. So that's 8 hours plus a 3-hour movie, you know, and then you got like a little break. 2026, when Batman Part 2 come out, go watch that, you're gonna enjoy it. I'm telling you, it's gonna be gas. And with that, please like, subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys on the next one.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
Sophia, I thought you was still at, I
love my popcorn. Movies, popcorn.